Hey guys, listen up.
This is the SEC Insider Hit, powered by Miss Kelly Furniture, Mississippi's number one sleep store.
Dak Prescott dropping dimes and then giving you some great quotes in his press conference. Off the charts, charisma. Get it. Don't see that much. Look at that play that he made late where that guy had him tackled. And then did you see that, Jason?
I did. That's just vision. That's pure vision.
Your SEC Insider Hit this morning is brought to you by Juniker Jewelry Store. Juniker on Highland Colony. This weekend, they're giving away $5,000 in gorgeous diamond designer jewelry. And their most exciting shopping event of the year. Hurry in today and tomorrow. It ends Saturday at 6. Juniker Jewelry Store in Madison on Highland Colony. Wonderful. John, Corey, and the team, go see them. And they're great. They're great. Juniker Jewelry Store in Madison. Want to say good morning. Welcome in. Football Friday. Football Friday. What do we want to do on the Football Friday? Sounds like a Football Friday is brought to you by like the wings at Two Brothers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not saucy, a little more dry on the outside,
So
right?
they're not sauced. Their wings are not sauced, but they give you two sauces with the wings on the side.
See, you're a dipper.
I think Barton was thinking of me when he created the wings and how they were going to serve them. Because it's dry wings, which is the way wings should be, and with two sauces on the side, my man.
Wow. Yeah. You are a dipper. You're more of a dipper than like
Big time dipper.
A lather kind of guy. We had somebody on the text line yesterday. We were talking about the hunting in Argentina. That was a big thing. They just texted in and said, killed over 4,500 doves in 5 days. That's Layden from Long Beach.
I know Layden. He killed 40. He did his group or did he?
I'm guessing.
How did he do that?
I'm guessing his group.
Did his shoulder fall off?
4,500? Are you kidding? You can't see grass after that. What?
Wow.
That's insane.
I love South American red wine. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I think it's amazing. In fact, I'm going to have to dive back into that. I've been spending too much time in Spain with my wine.
Argentina has good wine.
They absolutely do. Mm-hmm. Okay. That may be something Briarwood Wine and Spirits. That's where I'll stop by today, see what they have. Maybe find a bottle of South American wine. Okay. Cowboys win. That was a big win. Boy, if they drop that, they're not going to catch the Eagles, but if they drop that, that's a bad deal.
Yeah, it would have been a huge loss.
Yeah, it would have. Now they got the Eagles, right?
Yeah, Mr. DX just sent a picture of Dak Prescott holding a goat. So I think he's giving a hint there or something.
Oh, man. As soon as they lose, he's a bum.
Yeah.
But we do want to see what the yelling shows are going to run with this morning. Our Football Friday is brought to you by a couple of things. Obviously, Conference Championship Weekend is presented by Kincaid's Fine Clothing Store. They got a great selection of, coats and jackets and Hail State and Ole Miss pullovers and all kinds of quarter zips and shoes and fun stuff, pants. But Jason is excited about this weekend because we get some Bama and Georgia. And everybody seems to be leaning on Georgia. I'm going with Bama. We're going to do Show Me the Money here in a few minutes. We're going to have Roll Tide Ryan Fowler on the show, who will join us on the way to Atlanta. He's going over there, right? 109 The Game, Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide Ryan Fowler is going over there to see Nick Saban and Kirby Smart play. So Saban has never lost in Atlanta. He's 16-0.
Wow.
Did I see that right? 16-0. That counts games where like they played neutral site games to begin the year. for years. Remember when we were doing that? I think they played like Clemson and Vitek, and this before Clemson got really good, and some other teams. And then all the SEC championship games he's been in. But now I know it's two different stadiums, but as far as Atlanta games, Nick Saban is undefeated. I think I saw that. I think it was somebody from the SEC network tweeted that out in the last day or so. We'll double check that. I thought I'd bookmarked it, but we'll double check that and see if it's right. Now let's. They lost that. That's right. They lost to Alabama and Tebow in his second year at Bama. Okay, I should have remembered that. Tebow crying on the side. No, that's right. And they came back and beat Tebow the next year. Hey, let's drop Bartu's audio talking about whether Bama will make it or not, regardless of the game on Saturday. We are the Out of Bounds Show. Our audio this morning is brought to you by Cypress Depot in Ridgeland. This is Bartu on Bama and their playoff chances.
But the number one metric that is used is game control. It's basically modified margin of victory. And Alabama's game control, you look, we're talking about 8 teams left. Alabama is down at the bottom with Washington. They haven't been blowing people out. It's a hint of leniency. So Alabama needs to do more than just beat Georgia this weekend, in my opinion. Well, you need Texas to lose, man. I just can't see them getting in on their own because Michigan wins and in, right? That's done. Florida State wins and in. That's done. Oregon, Washington, who wins that is in. That's done, right? So Bama has to beat Georgia. What are the odds of that? 30%? I mean, I don't even know what the spread is. 20%? And then Oklahoma State has to turn around and beat Texas. I mean, you do the simple math on those, it's maybe 10% chance that Alabama gets in, but I don't believe, looking at the numbers, especially the game control, I do not believe Alabama is in a win and in situation.
All right. So Roll Tide, Ryan Fowler, we'll talk about that with him. That was Bartu, Matrix Analytical, basically saying, here's the problem. Even if they win, they need some other things to happen, Jason. And one of them is they need Texas to lose. And, Florida State's limping into this ACC championship game with Louisville.
Yeah, they're a 1.5 point favorite now. It's dropped to 1.5.
Dropped from 2.5 to 1.5.
So
wow.
That might be Bartu talking about Texas. It might be more logical that Florida State would lose. Bama still has to win, obviously. And then there's 2 spots open, Texas and Bama get in.
Okay. That could happen.
And then you would have, Michigan, Oregon.
If they beat Oregon, Washington, yeah.
Right. And Texas and Bama, imagine Texas and Bama wouldn't meet again in the semis, right?
Well, Michigan would go to number 1.
That means that
Oregon,
Bama
Washington would be number 2.
And then
Texas would be 3. Bama would be 4, maybe. So we would get Michigan and Bama.
Saban and Harbaugh?
Yeah.
And imagine the viewership for the Ohio State-Michigan game.
Dude.
What would that be? I mean, those are 2 old-school head knockers.
Well, when you look at the brands, 3 of the 4 are ridiculous if that happens. That scenario of Michigan, Texas, and Bama all being in the college football playoff, those are Michigan and Texas even bring bigger alumni bases. You could argue more eyeballs than even Bama. Even though Bama is a much better program the last 15 years, but last 100 years too. That'd be crazy.
How insane would that be?
Yeah.
The lead up.
But if Bama wins and doesn't get in, just the meltdown will be delicious. The tears, we'll all have to grab the tears and throw them in our Christmas food and make really good recipes.
You'll feel the heat of Tuscaloosa from here. I mean, they will be on fire.
I may go to Tuscaloosa just to see it.
Just road trip?
Yeah.
Go to that good restaurant?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really good. Speaking of, we have, what's the day? National something? Is some kind of casserole day?
Sunday is National Green Bean Casserole Day.
I can't stand it.
Oh, come on.
I mean, who doesn't need some
over
more
it.
green bean casserole after last weekend?
This guy.
Last Thursday. Did y'all eat a Thanksgiving dinner in New York?
We did not. No. We had.
I mean, but you had 2 on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then you had to drive to Memphis miserable.
Exactly. I doubled up Thursday.
Yeah. Did you get after it both times?
Oh, yeah.
Golly, that's painful.
Well, the first time I cleared out the deviled eggs. So,
golly.
I mean, I'm going. You have deviled eggs at your Thanksgiving. They're gone if I'm there.
Okay.
I delete them.
Okay. I'll eat one. They go great late in the morning. Well, early, like about 11 o'clock with the Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary.
Ooh,
you
okay.
get one
I can
out.
see that.
And you got all the garnish with the Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary. It's a real nice pairing. But one is all I need.
Yeah.
I can't hammer deviled eggs. That doesn't sound awesome.
I don't know. You get me watching
going in or going out.
The Thanksgiving football.
Uh-huh.
You get me watching that and then talking to people about football, not paying attention.
How many did you have?
5?
Roughly.
5.
Damn.
I think I had 5. Because then after I ate my first plate and I saw there was still some over there, people were talking, the napkins on the plate, it's game over for them.
Right.
Jason's
You're
going
just
back
getting
in.
started.
Yeah. I'm in for round 2.
Right.
I'm going in for more. There's got to be people on the text line that love deviled eggs as well. There's got to be some.
Okay.
Because they're delicious.
Well, let's ask. The Ag Up Equipment text line. 601-885-3776. Thumbs up or thumbs down on deviled eggs? I like them. My mom makes them. They're great. But I don't need a lot. One here and then several months later,
Yeah, what? Several months? Stop there.
What? I don't understand.
I'll eat some tomorrow and then I'll eat some the next day.
Okay. But you would eat green bean casserole on a daily basis.
I'd eat that for lunch.
Wow.
Yeah, I would eat green bean casserole for lunch on a Wednesday.
Okay.
That's good stuff. Oh, we got some.
Hey, what did we eat from Beagle Bagel yesterday? I mean, we acted like we were malnourished.
Yeah.
What was going on?
It was insane. I've never seen you that hungry.
It was weird. I don't know what happened. Mark and Sally saved us.
They did. And I'm telling you that pesto mayo at Beagle Bagel, if you're getting a breakfast sandwich and you don't have the pesto mayo on there, you have issues and we can talk about them.
Okay.
That's the
I
stuff.
didn't do pesto mayo. I did a club on a jalapeno bagel with pepper jack cheese.
Okay.
And some comeback on the side.
That's respectable, though. The comeback. You have the sauce there.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was phenomenal. Now, what'd you have?
I had the jalapeno bagel, which you put me onto.
Right.
So thank you for that, by the way. And then the pesto mayo that Miss Sally put me onto. She said, if you've never tried this, you need to try it.
Right.
And then pepper jack cheese, egg, bacon.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
We didn't even talk.
No, we didn't breathe.
I don't understand what was going on, but good Lord, I was starving.
And neither of us had a drink over there. You notice that?
Yeah. We didn't even have anything to drink with the food.
We didn't have time to do that.
God.
It's all business right there.
Well, and we had Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center coming in, a little bit later for a meeting. And I was like, okay, I have to get something. I felt like my blood sugar just crashed.
Ah, okay.
I think that's what happened.
That you were going downhill and you needed the club quick.
I needed the club and some Zaps. Did you eat some of the bagel chips?
I did.
You doubled up, didn't you?
I ate one.
I brought you a bag of chips, and you ate some of the bagel chips.
I ate one, and then I realized, wait, these aren't mine. I don't think. So then I put the rest back. But I did eat one because come on, they're great. They had like a little bit of flaky salt on there.
Okay.
You expect me to control myself? Come on,
No.
you know me better than that.
No. Did you eat lunch later again?
I did.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking as you were eating the bagel sandwich from Beagle Bagel, I thought, Jason's going to eat again in 2 hours.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And I went to the gym. I did some work at home, and then I went to the gym, knocked it out, and then came back, ate a second lunch.
Okay. So I met with Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Then I met with somebody else. Then I went home. I took a nap.
Ooh.
And then Wendy and I went to the governor's mansion. Do you know what the wind was like last night?
It was insane, actually.
Dude, so it was busy down there because of the kids singing One Mississippi, Steve Azar's song, outside of the mansion before the Christmas media party. And so we had to park like a couple of blocks away. Usually when I go down there, if Robert St. John or Azar, somebody's inviting me or the governor, you can park close. Well, we had to park a couple of blocks away. Well, the wind was blowing like 30 or 40 miles per hour. And Wendy had on this little dress. She was freezing.
Oh.
And I mean, I was looking at the flags. Like when we were driving down I-55 North, I was looking at the flag. I went, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was sideways, right?
That pre-rain.
And then there's the flag downtown right there. And I looked at it and I went, this may not be good. And as we were walking up by St. Andrew's Church, I grew up going to St. Andrew's Church, and it's a beautiful church. And at night, the way they've decorated down there.
Oh, yeah.
It is beautiful downtown in that area. But as we were walking up, I thought the wind was just going to take Wendy. Just see ya. I'll catch you after the party. And
just ball up so you don't get hurt.
And she didn't have a jacket. We weren't quite prepared. We're not quite in, I know it's not winter, but we weren't quite in I guess, winter form. But yeah. All right. Well, good. We had a good day. It's been a good week. Went to Starkville for Jeff Levy's press conference. Tuesday, Philip M's, the roasted oysters were great. The show, we did 5 hours because you can't get enough out of bounds. Hopefully. Yes, just see, Wednesday was just busy. Went to Table 100. Met a guy from Louisville, Kentucky.
Wow.
Thursday, Beagle Bagel. We ate like homeless people. And then the governor's mansion last night, and here we are today. And then you cooked Red Lobster biscuits for me this morning, which I'm going to eat on the show today, on the cameras at some point during the show. Should we do that at 9 a.m.?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it at 9.
Okay.
And by the way, before we get into Show Me the Money, the deviled egg text going crazy. It's
the deviled egg sex or text?
Text.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, text.
Okay. I was like, wow.
What do we get
I hadn't
into?
thought about that.
It's going crazy over here.
Okay. All right.
And also, remember when I told you I was like, the way we talk about my eating habits, people must think I'm like 300 pounds. War Eagle Girl said, how much does Jason weigh? 300 pounds?
No, you don't weigh. How much do you weigh?
Like 185. Creeping on 190 now.
How tall are you?
5'8".
What do you want to be?
About here. If I could stay here and stay lean, like 15% body fat, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's cool with me. Go to the gym 5 days a week, still.
I think I'm going to get a personal trainer.
I'll do that. Let me do that.
No, I don't.
Come
not
on.
you. I want somebody that I don't know.
We don't spend enough time together.
Oh, we do.
Come on. Let's hang out in the gym.
I don't want to hang out that much.
Come on.
I it's somebody that I don't know that get a personal trainer twice a week, and that way, I think I'll have to work out.
Fair enough. That's a good point.
Yeah. All right. Are we doing Show Me the Money? Do we have time?
We do have time.
Well, let's do it.
You want to party? Let's party.
Yeah, let's party.
When the lights are about to be turned off, you know what you need. Because you got to somehow make that paper, right?
Hey, show me the money!
You come to the right place for that. Because it's time for Bo Bounds
Show me the money!
to show you the...
Powered by the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook and Lounge. Bet $50 there. Play award-winning Dancing Rabbit Golf Club for $30.
We have all of these are basically for the playoffs. Tonight starts off the run. Let's do Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks are 10-point favorites against Washington. Are you going with the Ducks? Or are you going to go with the Huskies? Oregon minus 10.
I'm laying the points, even though they lost the first game.
Okay.
And I watched that game, and I wasn't real impressed with Dan Lanning and what they did in the red zone, and didn't understand what they did going into halftime. And I thought he did his team a disservice at that time. It was kind of reckless. I'm just thinking that he won't be that reckless tonight. Of course, they're in Las Vegas, so maybe he will be reckless.
They are.
A lot of people are reckless on a daily basis.
Roll the dice.
In Las Vegas. Oh, not just in rolling the dice. I'm talking about many other things. All right, I'm going to lay the points.
Okay, laying the points. So let's go to Texas. This could be a sleeper here. The Longhorns are 15-point favorites to Oklahoma State, who's lost big non-conference games, but they've also come back and beaten the likes of Oklahoma. Who you got?
I'm going to take the points, but Texas wins.
Taking the points, that's a good call,
yeah.
I think
I'm going to take the points.
I think
it's
the
probably
Cowboys,
because I love Mike Gundy and because he's such a weirdo, but I'm going to take the points and Texas wins.
It's all in the hair, baby. So let's go to the SEC Championship. We have Georgia, Kirby Smart, and the Bulldogs, a 5.5-point favorite over Nick Saban. It's dropped. It's moved around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You think Bama at least covers, or you think Bama wins outright?
I'll take the points. No, I think they win outright, and I'll take the points. So, yeah.
So you might even go tied money line.
Well, Bartu was talking about a pretty cool parlay when I was driving home from the Golden Moon on Wednesday. So I'm going to see where that's going to lead this at. He said he'd have it all together today.
Okay.
Yeah, and it also involves Oregon and Washington, and there was an over-under, and I can't remember which one. He was talking, I'm driving, he's always talking 100 miles per hour.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw a couple bones on it, trust him, let him do it.
Yeah, he's the guy that doesn't even say hello. He just picks up the phone and starts talking.
Yeah. Don't you love those kind of people? It's like, whoa, how you doing?
But he basically lives on a farm in Oregon, so there's nobody to talk to all those, so he likes to talk to me.
Exactly.
All
That makes sense.
What else do we have?
So now we have the closest line out of all the conference championships. We have Louisville as a 1.5-point underdog, quote unquote, to Florida State. It's basically a pick 'em. So are you going Seminoles? You going Cardinals?
I would not bet this line. I would take some other pieces of the game, but I would not bet this line. But I'll do it on Show Me the Money. Okay, so Louisville's coming off getting embarrassed, losing to Kentucky.
They sleptwalk.
Brahm's a freak. Florida State's lost their starting quarter. They're limping into this whole thing. I'm going Florida State. I have to.
Wow.
Not by much, but like a field goal, but it's 1.5.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
I expected the Cardinals.
I can't do it. And that's why they'll win tonight. I mean, not tonight. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That's tomorrow night. Tonight is Oregon, Washington in Las Vegas.
Ducks, Huskies. Let's go. Last one. We've got Iowa as 21.5-point favorites to Michigan. They can't score the football, but maybe they don't need to. Do you think the Hawkeyes cover, or are you taking the Wolverines to just blow them out of the water?
I'm taking the Wolverines to blow them out of the water, and I'm laying the points.
Wow.
Yeah.
So more than 21.5.
Harbaugh's back, and I know they're coming off a big win over Ohio State. And I know how good Iowa's defense is as far as defensive scoring efficiency, but they couldn't score against you or I.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So maybe 28-3, I still win.
I mean, if
28-6, I don't. Did you say 20?
It's 21.5.
28-6, I still win. Okay, I'm gonna lay the points.
I could see that. I mean, if Ole Miss is favored by the Action Network by 14, I think Michigan should win by 28.
Ole Miss, Iowa in the Citrus Bowl. What a that's a kind of a crazy matchup. I mean, Ole Miss so much better athletically, but Iowa does love to play some fundamentally sound defense. We are the Out of Bounds Show. We're brought to you by Juniker Jewelry Store, right there in Madison, Highland Colony. Engagement rings, necklaces, earrings, Juniker Jewelry Store.